My name is Noah Johnson. I'm doing a chemistry project over Dr. Joe and what you didn't know. I'm doing 10 interesting facts based on chemistry in real life. You may hear a speech impediment or I may stumble my words or something. Just ignore. One, in the mid-1800s, people would gather around to see doctors pull teeth. Since the people lived very dull, boring lives, they had nothing better to do. They'd rather see someone else be punished for their own amusement. Well, what's interesting is that doctors would actually use opium pills, and the patients would get addicted to the opium. The doctors would end up selling them because opium is like drugs, like weed, and you end up getting addicted to it. Two, why does rubber bands have elastic properties? Well, rubber bands are composed of polymers. They are large, long chains of carbon that include double bonding. This results in kinks in the chains, and stretching rubber bands straightens out the molecules, which then tend to recoil to their original shape. This tendency is called elasticity. Three, where do ancient Greeks think that the entrance to hell was located? Well, the Greeks thought that the hell was located right beside the Temple of Apollo, which is in now what is called Turkey. They thought that because everyone that entered died. Well, they died because there was a buildup of CO2 in the cave. No CO2, extra CO2, no oxygen, people die. This is because carbonation was occurring because the limestone had water rubbing up against it. 4. What raw foods have lycopene, which prevents prostate cancer? Well, watermelon has the most important lycopene, which is called cis-lycopene, which actually have the receptors to prevent it, and those receptors are called homoreceptors, compared to tomatoes, who have trans-lycopene, which do not have the homoreceptors to prevent it, not until they are boiled, which changes it. 5. What gas is used to perform capital punishment? Hydrogen cyanide, which hydrogen cyanide inhibits cytochrome oxidase. This prevention of the inhibition of cytochrome oxidase prevents cellular respiration. No cellular respiration, no energy produced, your body dies. 6. Why do Swiss Army watches glow in the dark? Well, they are painted with luminous paints which absorb light and re-emit those lights back out. If it's kept in the dark, it cannot absorb light and re-emit it out. 7. What do the SPF numbers mean on sunscreen bottles? Where SPF 2 actually doubles the time it takes for your skin cells to be damaged. So it's actually multiplication factors of how long it takes for you to get damaged skin cells. So SPF 15 is a substantially long time for you to not get burned. 8. What is the heaviest naturally occurring element? Uranium, with a mass of 92, because after there are more than 92 protons, the element becomes to get unstable and it becomes to decompose into new other elements. And that's wrong, because I feel like it's wrong, and I feel like it doesn't have a mass of 92, but that's what the book said, so I'm ignoring it. 9. Why does your tongue stick to metals on a cold winter's day, but not to wood or plastic? Well, even though all three are at the same temperatures, the metal feels colder because it is a better conductor of heat. It can transfer heat faster, causing the saliva to freeze almost instantly. Finally, 10. How come skiers say that artificial snow feels different than normal snow? Well, since artificial snow is just beads of ice, the pressure and friction normally involved in skiing on normal snow does not cause the artificial snow to melt. Due to the different melting properties of the artificial snow and the different contact points of the artificial snow, doesn't cause the proper friction to cause it to melt. Well, the melting is important because it makes the snow slippery for the skiers to slide down easier and smoother, so professional skiers can tell the difference between artificial snow and real snow. And that is my 10 facts. It's under 5 minutes, only by like 10 seconds. I'm signing off.